Hey everybody, welcome to the sneak peek of the 21-day fix and some of the items and foods that you can have on the fix. Note that I am going to be making the chicken stuffed bell peppers, which look awesome in the cookbook. If you don't have the cookbook, it's great, but the most important thing is, according to the plan with the containers, here they are. So this is based on one serving. However, if you're making double of the recipe, which you can to freeze for later, just note that you have to double on the colored containers. From the prepping perspective, what I have done is I have kind of just peeled everything out and sorted them all out according to the recipe. So these are the type of things I already have in my home. So they're common staples in my pantry. I didn't have to go out and buy anything special or organic or anything of that nature. These are all pretty much whole foods that are already in my kitchen. So if you see here, what I've done was cut out the peppers. Usually I grow my own peppers in the summer, but this time for the winter I have to use, whatever's in the store. And then you have your bunch of fresh cilantro. I'm not a fan of the cilantro or any of the spices that come in packaged plastic containers. I've taken my onions, I've chopped them up, and I've incorporated them with the garlic that the recipe calls for. Here is my chicken that is cubed, and here are my spices that I will incorporate later on in the recipe. Here are some of the components that are part of the recipe, and you can always substitute for whatever you want. So if you're not a corn fan or a bean fan, you can either leave those out or use a different type of vegetable. Just note that if you do substitute a different vegetable, they must correspond to the colored container, and just allocate that whenever you're making your check marks off. So here is all my prepping. The only thing I am missing that calls in the recipe, I don't know if you can realize it, but is the mixture that generally goes in a traditional sweet pepper, stuffed pepper recipe, which is generally like ground beef and rice. So instead of using ground beef, we're using chicken. Sometimes I make my own ground chicken with a grinder I have, but not tonight. So instead of using rice, I am using quinoa. And the quinoa I chose is red. So here it is, all cooked, ready to go. And in a little bit, I'll be making it all up and ready to cook for later. So don't forget, count your containers. It's all good. You got it. Peace out.